Good morning, boys and girls. It's Monday, November 4th. I cannot believe that it's already November. This is the month I really love because it's my birthday month. So yay! That always makes me so excited. This month, though, we're looking at the characteristic of digital citizenship. And so this characteristic, they all are extremely important, but this one, especially working in our school, there's a lot of things we have to be responsible for. So what is digital citizenship? Digital citizenship is how we work online. And so there's a lot of different things that we do within school that's online, but also I'm sure that many of you do in your extra time. So time off. I know my girls like to go online and play different games such as Roblox or Minecraft, and maybe some of you do that as well. And so digital citizenship is anything that we do online. So some things I want us to kind of think about, and I'm going to give an overview today, and then in the coming weeks, maybe we'll dig into each one a little bit more. But what do good digital citizens do? They protect themselves by keeping that information private, and they don't share that with others. They respect themselves and others. They stand up to cyberbullying when they see it happening. They respect copyright and intellectual property. They manage their digital footprint carefully. They balance the time they spend online and using media, and then they stay safe online. So each week we'll kind of dig into these more and more, but today I want to talk about keeping private information for themselves and others, so protecting that. It's really important that when we're online, we don't share our names, our birthday, where we live with anybody, because we don't know who's on the other side of that computer, right? And that's private information that we want to have just for ourselves. You also don't want to go online and share friends' information so that you're telling somebody else where someone lives. It's really important that we keep that private because, again, we don't know who's on the other side of the computer. They may say they're somebody, but it might not really be them. We also know that people can hack into computers, which means they can kind of, like in a house where sometimes people can get into your house even though they don't have a key. That's the same thing with the computer. So people can figure out passwords and they can get into computers. So it's important that we keep that information private so that we can protect ourselves and protect others. So anytime if someone were to ask you for information on the computer, you want to make sure that you let an adult know and you don't ever give that information out, okay? Just like out in public, I'm sure your parents have taught you not to talk to strangers. That's the same thing that we do online. We don't talk to people who we don't know. And even if we do know them, we want to make sure that it really is that person on the other side of the computer who they say they are, and that it's not somebody else just using their name. Okay, so that's kind of some things we're going to dig into this month and how to be a great friend in an online environment, because I know my girls, like I said, play different games and they chat with people. And I watch some of those chats and people can really be mean online. And so I want to make sure that we know how to be good citizens in our digital world, and then hopefully that will spread to others. Last week, it was wonderful to get to see all of the different spirit days that you participated in. I loved watching the pictures that friends were sending, as well as seeing it online. In Facebook, families were posting pictures. It was wonderful, and it was great to see so much spirit here at High Point. Also, our Kensington outing, it was fun to see some of our friends out there. I always love to get to meet you in person. And so thank you for doing that. Boys and girls, have a wonderful week. It is freezing down here. In fact, on Halloween, a little bit later in the evening, we had snow down here right outside Detroit. It was absolutely freezing, and we have lots of Halloween candy left in our house because we didn't have too many trick-or-treaters. So stay warm, bundle up while you're doing your work, and have a great week. This week ends the end of the quarter, So make sure that you catch up on any work that you're behind. Ask your teachers if you're struggling and you need help. That's what we're here for. Okay? Bye, boys and girls.